Happy Monday, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on this planet. Today we're going to talk about intuition and imagination, and I have so many amazing free trainings coming out for you guys, including if you have ever taken the Awaken program or the Psychic Boot Camp. That's, I think, what it was called in the beginning. Or if you've ever taken any of my intuition and mediumship development courses, today at 3:30, I'm doing a freaking long live masterclass. So if you haven't signed up and you need the link, let me know. Awesome. So good morning, Melissa. I owe you a message back. Awesome. So I'm really excited about this training. You guys are going to love it, of course. Like, hello. All of these trainings, make sure if you guys aren't my Facebook friend, to send me a friend request, Brandeline Johnson, so that way you'll get more notification when I go live. And I wanted okay, awesome. So say good morning. Let me say hi, because some of you guys aren't showing up. Sometimes if I comment. Good morning, Darla. Good morning, Melissa. Here comes everybody. I'm going to film myself really quick because I'm that weirdo. So you guys, today we're talking about intuition and imagination inside of our community, your spiritual awakening community. I am super geeked to offer you this free training about how you receive information from spirit. So you guys, today we're talking about intuition and I was just saving that little clip for of our community, for my Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me, it's at Spiritual Awakening Big. So good morning, Darla. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Shalina. So let's dive into this free training, you guys. So I want to kind of explain like where a lot of my students had gotten stuck in the past is they really feel like they're crazy, that they've lost their mind, or when you start developing your intuition and mediumship, a lot of times you still feel like you're faking it, or you still feel like you're making it up, right? And I want to tell you guys this, that guess what? That's never going to go away, because we have been like raised to think in our logical mind, and we've been raised to believe that these thoughts are coming from us, right? But most of the time our logical mind is just operating off that subconscious the subconscious part of your mind, where it makes decisions for you, like you're literally not even thinking, right? And when we start working with our intuition and we start receiving from spirit, it always comes from that other side of the mind, the receiving side of the mind. The right side of your mind is actually the receiving side of your mind, and it's also the side of the mind that ebbs and flows and that has the imagination and the creative side of your mind. So a lot of times when you're receiving information from spirit, it's going to be using your imagination. The two things go hand in hand. Intuition and imagination are besties, right? They're like, mwah. They're like, mwah, kissing each other. So it's always going to come in a way that feels like you're making it up. But the more that you allow, and I'm always using that trust and allow with my students, any of you guys that have worked with me, you know that I'm like, trust and allow. You need to tattoo that on your forehead, on your hand, right? Whatever so that you could keep remembering. Because it's going to come in like either like as a vision, right? And it's important for you to also, another major tip for you is to not try to figure out what that vision means, right? To you, it's more like, hey, I see a pink elephant walking over this green grassy hill, and behind him there's a little boy. You know what I mean? Literally, you're not supposed to try to figure out what that means. Like maybe they went to the zoo. Maybe they have a little boy that went to the zoo. That's like not for you to figure out. But that's why a lot of people that go through the intuition and mediumship development struggle, because they're thinking that there's going to be this logical part to it. They're thinking that intuition is going to be delivered in a certain way. A lot of my students get stuck on that too. Well, I don't hear anybody calling my name. I don't hear anything coming to me, so I must be broken. And in reality, you may be receiving it via that vision, or via just this weird feeling in your stomach. intuition comes in so many different facets and so many different ways. It's so important for you to stay with that imagination and the flow, right? In order for you to start receiving it and start using it for yourself and for others. So the main point of this mini training is that intuition is always going to feel foreign. Intuition is always going to feel like you're making it up. There's never going to be this concrete thing that you're just like, oh, this is exactly word for word what the spirit is saying, because they don't work that way. It's more a flow. It's more of just delivering that image that you get in your head, or delivering the thoughts that just kind of just got there, that you know that didn't come from that logical side of your mind, or the sounds that you hear in your head, or the tones that you hear in your head. Sometimes you do sound like a crazy lady when you're delivering your mail to your the people that as you're allowing spirit to flow through you. But that's okay. That's the whole big part, is you got to get over feeling like you're a crazy lady and get over with ever trying to be able to control your gift, or to have it go like this. I want my gift to be like 1, 2, 3. It needs to go like this, because if you're trying to put your gift into a box, that's where you're going to be going majorly wrong, right? And Pam, I'm glad that it helps you. And tomorrow morning, she's in the Alignment Academy. We're going to have a whole call, and I have a whole bunch of stuff to share with you, Pam, because I know you left me lots of detailed questions. I love it. But yeah, so it's always going to feel foreign. So if you could get over the fact that you're waiting for something to be this concrete thing and just keep going with the flow, then your readings and your delivery will be much better, and you'll just feel more comfortable going, okay, I feel like a crazy lady, I sound like a crazy lady, but I'm okay with that because I'm getting phenomenal feedback and phenomenal results from my clients and from yourself, right? Being able to read for yourself. And one last tip is, if you're reading for yourself, it's a little bit different, because you already know everything about yourself. That's the case where you could kind of define what the message is, for example, versus delivering it to somebody else. So for example, like we did Motivation Monday today. In case if you haven't picked a card, go pick a card. But the general words that are on those cards are going to resonate with each person in its own way, because they're going to read the message, and then they're going to receive it inside of themselves, and they're going to connect it with some sort of thing that they're growing through at this moment, or a question that they've been asking. And that one answer is going to be different for everybody that reads it, because they're dissecting it within themselves. And that's perfect for when you're doing the card, right? Just reading the card to that person, but you're not defining what that card means to that person. Does that make sense? Same thing with your intuition. So I hope you guys love this mini training. And if you've taken one of my classes like Pam, I hope you're signed up for that free masterclass that happens today. If not, let me know. And Leslie, I see you on here too. And a bunch of you other peeps, right? That have taken the Awaken program, or what it used to be called, right? I think Shalina, I think you took it too. So yeah, and Karen and Leslie. So I'm sending you guys all love, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another free training at 10 a.m. But I can't wait for today at 3:30 for the epic masterclass. You guys are going to get so much amazing free value out of this. I'm excited. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a gorgeous Monday.